We will be discussing what is a binary tree and how to represent that in Java code, and we will be discussing how to traverse a binary tree. So, if you have been to a DSA class or you have actually listened to any of the definitions of a tree, so you have a binary tree which is a value and which points to another two values which are called left and right child. So this is a basic definition of a binary tree. A binary tree by definition means that every node will have either 1, 0 or 2 children. So this is a binary tree. And the way that we traverse a binary tree is, let me add two more nodes. So you have this pointing towards this, and again you have this pointing towards this. So there are four ways to traverse a binary tree. Typically there are two ways. One is breadth first search, another is depth first search. So let us discuss the depth first search. So in that there are three types. There is pre-order, and there is post order, and then there is in order. So in pre-order, post-order, and in order, the it is quite easy to understand. Just remember, pre, post, and in refers to the root. So therefore, if pre-order is, if we talk about it, then the root will be printed first, followed by left and right. The left and right sequence will be always like that. And if it is post-order, this root will come after the thing, and if it is in order, then the root will be between these two things. That's it. There is no rocket science to this. So pre-order means root left right, post-order means left right root, in order means left root right. Let us print. Let's try to traverse this like that. So for the pre-order, what will be the traversal? And this guy, the starting node is known as the root node. Let me write it down. And rest all are the children nodes, and this left half will be the subtree of this guy, and this part will be the right subtree of this guy. Quite easy to understand. Let's write the pre-order traversal. So what did I mean by pre-order? So the pre-order means you will go root, then left, then right. So this is a depth first search. So you will go here. You will first print root. So let me print the root. Root value is 1. Then what came next? 2 came. Let me write 2. Then because we encountered a null variable, let me write here a null and here null. Null means this is the last node, so it won't be pointing to any other thing, so that therefore it is null. Quite easy. So this guy, when it approaches null, it returns itself, the function returns. So now root and left is over. Now it will go to right. So here we go right. While we are going to right, we will print the value. So double click 3. Now 3 is being printed. Now this guy acts as a root, so this guy will go with root left right. So it has printed itself, that is 3. So now it will go to its left. Now 4 is come, so 4, and then it approached null, so it will go back returning the function. Now 3 was already printed, so it will go here root dot right, and this will become 5. So this will be the pre-order traversal. So this will return function here. This has nothing to return, it will go here. Now let us do the same for a post order. Quite easy to understand, just writing the post order. So now post order, how it will happen is, you have left, right, and then root. So first you will go to the left part. So from root you will just jump to the left part, and now we have approached to the null position. So we will print this first, because here you see left, right, and then root. So left 2. Now because this guy has no left and right node, so it will return over here. So this function will return. So now this root guy, let me remove the black marks. So now the left guy will call this right subtree, because left and then right. And then what will happen is, we have this 1 being printed, because after left subtree traversal is over, the 1 has returned. Now we will go to this root side, but now this won't actually get printed. We will have 4 coming in. So just one second. Yeah, what will happen is, this guy will go here, and then 4 will get printed. So now 4 is printed. 1 won't be getting printed, my bad. Yeah, now 4 is getting printed. Yes, now what happens is this has no left and right subtree, it will go behind here. Now again it will traverse to the right side, it encounters a 5. So the 5 is not pointing to anything, so it will go back here. The 3 has no other things to get traversed, so it will print 3, and at last 1 will be getting printed. So if you see, the root was not printed at first, it was printed at last, because first left subtree traversal was done and then right subtree traversal was done. So for every node, its leftmost tree will be traversed, then rightmost tree. So that's why root was printed at the last. Now what I would suggest is you do the in order traversal by yourself. It is very simple: left, root, and right. So first you go to left root, left side, then you print it, and then come to root, and then go to right side. And this now acts as the main node. So we'll go left side, then print the root, and then become right side. Now let's discuss how to code this in your favorite language. I will be choosing Java, but you will be able to understand. So this is the class which is representing how the tree is structured. So as you can see, there is a int value and tree node left and right. So because Java has no pointer, so we will be actually using the class reference itself. So this tree node will actually be pointing to left and right. And now this is the normal constructor which can take value integer left and right, and it will be pointing to this, which is the context of this class. So we have the tree node class. Now we can use it to do the pre-order traversal. So I have written a function. Now what were we doing? Until the node is equal to null, we have to traverse the node. So let us write, if root is not equal to null. If the root is not equal to null, what we have to do? Because this is pre-order, what will be the thing? Pre-order means means root will come first, then left, and then right. So root coming first means we have to print the root. So we will do system out root.val. So now root will be printed. Now we have to go to right side. To go to right side, we can use recursion. So we can call this function again, and then we can add a left pointer left to it. Therefore root.left will be then traversed. And similarly we can do root.right. So this is the pre-order traversal. And if root is equal to null, we do nothing. So let us copy this function and let's write our post order traversal. Post order traversal. What does post order traversal mean? Post means the root will come at the last. So root left right and then the left right and the root. So let us first call the function for pre-order traversal root.left. What will happen is we'll go to the left side first, then dot right, left right, and then we will print whatever the node captures. So root.val. And we are doing this until our root is not equal to null. Not until, just if root is not equal to null. If you have completed this in order traversal, you will be easy to know that if you just move this like this, it will become an in order traversal. But I would like you to try it out by yourself. So this is how you traverse trees. There is one more method known as level order traversal, but I think we'll be discussing that in the future videos. So now you can actually solve quite a lot of easy questions on lead code. Let us go here. As you can see, there is a direct question given over here, which is binary tree pre-order traversal. Here what I have to do is you have to just insert it into a dynamic list, which is in Java called array list. So I just did that. I was just adding that. Instead of printing, I was just adding it over here. If I run this program, it will run. Quite an easy problem. And if I submit it, this will obviously work. I won't be submitting, I will show you my code. So as you can see, it works. Thank you for watching. I hope that you practice binary trees well. Thank you.